Good afternoon, Ian Sauer, Chairman of TasFarmers with your weekly wrap. Look, a really busy week. Locally this week we had the Horticulture and Cropping Subcommittee met in Deloraine for the first time. My understanding that went really well, and there'll be more on that. Nathan and myself are in Canberra this week. National Farmers Federation meeting with all the state farming organisations there, which has been really good. The main ticket item was the budget. I won't say too much about that there. Grayson will put a link to an ABC interview I did there, but bitterly disappointed, and I think let down agricultural sector in Tasmania by that budget announcements this year. The other, whilst we've been up here, we've been engaged with the Minister's office, Murray Watt's office, and other people, which has been useful for us. The issue, of course, that we spoke about last week and before is the Farm Access Code, which we've launched with the SFOs. That was done in conjunction with Victorian Farmers Federation and ourselves, as you know. And maybe, Emma, you'd like to be able to say something about what we did this morning and what rates.
Ian's mentioned the budget and that it's disappointing for agriculture. But not only was it disappointing for agriculture, there's a lot of threats that might come through the investments the federal government's going to make. A lot of the investments that they want to make are pushing certain industries that are going to create land access issues for us on our farms. There's going to be that land conflict, that use of our farms. And so this land access code is actually really important. Doesn't matter what they want to do on our farms. They actually need to follow some guiding principles, which are all spelled out in that land access code. And there's been some really promising people that are coming, or companies that want to come on board and abide by those principles in the code.
Well, thanks, Emma. And look, that's a win-win for agriculture, I think, and it's great how state farming organisations work together and the NFF work together to promote that. So, DJ, as President of the National Farmers Federation, of course, conference, a two-day conference, what are the three highlights that you have with you at the moment?
Well, we've just had halfway through Members' Council at the moment, which is the key policy setting for the national organisations. And one of the things we've really pushed this week is the Keep the Sheep campaign, which is where we're trying to keep legitimate trade of live export going, which is an underlying factor for both obviously that industry, but what is agriculture into the future, and where do we draw the line on some of these key issues? So for us, as a united front, we stood up and definitely made that point. As mentioned already, budget week's always a busy week because it's when you see the fruits of your labour from all the lobbying we've done. Look, it was a pretty cool budget as far as some of the key asks we had, but do have to highlight that there is some good funding for regional areas with the 1.7 billion for roads. So please get onto your local member to make sure that you get a fair share of that. And then finally, at Members' Council, we've discussed some really pertinent issues that are going on around the place. For us, it's all about the engagement, and it's also a great opportunity to catch up with fellow members. So it's been a great week in our.
Well, look, thank you, DJ. Thank you, Emma. I mean, this is what the National Farmers Federation and the Federation of State Farming Organisations is. It allows organisations like TasFarmers to get their issues up on our farmers' behalf. So that's great. So until next week, hope it rains. Take care.